the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Star Esport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Star Esport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Star Esport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa.
This looks like fun. 1 million. Driving through. Got Senke, El Chapo, Marshall, and Lazy Boy. So you know for a fact, Pmpl Africa is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Priest, and I am chilling. I am just chilling. Ooh. Alright, getting caught out by Lazy Boy there. The spray is nasty. Nasty spray from Marshall there. Might just connect. He does spin out of his vehicle and he is going to be dropped down again. Beautiful beautiful spray from 1 million. Marshall being the one to deal the damage. That's a fantastic spray though. Can't even lie, man. Cannot even lie about that one. Okay, so let's take a quick peek through the teams that we've got here. I think we've got 1 million. We've got HVND. That is Slime 4KT. Brand new team, brand new roster. I wouldn't say brand new team though. I would say that's an existing roster. But I think they've been picked up by an organization, HVND. I like that. I like that HVVP, HVND. I like the vibe that's giving off. So I think we're going to be seeing more of them. I think this is more or less an introduction into the lobby or into the competitive, scene. For the team setup. SLR getting heavily punished by 1 million there. Marshall being the one again to lead the charge. See Rokan. He's spotting Lazy Boy there. He's going to send Lazy Boy back into the lobby for eliminations for SLR. But I think they are going to lose one player. I think Naga is going to go outside. Back into the play zone. Confirmation. Senke being the one this time around. Tomas sent back as well by Marshall. El Chapo catches another player from SLR. That is going to be Devon, and looks like Rokan might be unfortunate here. He has been spotted. They know his position. All they have to do is navigate around. Grenades already coming outside. And that is the idea behind this. Ooh, 7 grenades. He does hear Marshall. He hears him just, dodge out, bob and weave and get out of dodge. Rokan has to be careful with those grenades. Oh, that's a fantastic grenade again. They are aware of his position. Like I said earlier, Marshall is healing up, getting his health back up there. I'll just do the trick, Rokan already popping out those smoke grenades, those utilities. Now Marshall taking the advance towards his position. Popping Star L to the left, but he is going to be found out from his right. El Chapo doing the business. 7 eliminations to 1 million. Now that is what I love to see. Fantastic stuff though coming in from the guys from 1 million. I mean, that's a classic. Getting put out on rotation, but this is the phase 3 circle. So all of these teams might just get, they might just be very bothered, onto how they want to navigate this. I mean, there's 47 players in the lobby right now, and there's 14 teams. I think there's a whole lot more to be desired, but I am loving the play coming in from the guys from 1 million. And let's take a look at the circles. A little bit centered up. We got Yasnaya still in play. The bridge, a couple of bridges actually still in play. We've got like 3 bridges. Got a bridge. Yeah, we've got a bridge. NR is in that bridge. Is that next room? No way. That is next room. Well, I think this is team. Yeah, I think NR next Ria. I believe this is next Ria or Myth or Team Myth. I don't know. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning what this means, for the African scene. But Storm is in the feed. Yes, Storm is in the feed, and I'm looking forward for where he is. Okay, that is them in the purple rain. Redox is here, the new addition to the HVND squad. He's already putting work in. Squad's wanted. That's a beautiful spray there. 4X being the champion spray. They have 4 eliminations already. 3 from Plaza. The 4 is still there. Just might do the trick. They do not have the play zone, so what we'll have to do is they have to just hold the guys from ARG Golden just a little bit longer. ARG need to find a rotation that's going to work for them. They might just run into the last player from SM here. And the Spy is still in the cuts. 1 player piece. But HVND looking very comfortable. They can navigate from Yasnaya into the play zone without any stress. I believe Plaza already giving them an angle for them to, navigate from. But then again, we've seen Wave already here as well. Violently, Youssef has been knocked down, but the revive is for sure. And unfortunately, they are a 3-man team. And I think the guys from Wave are getting into a little bit of something here. Shamsin popped again. Ooh, he is going to be dropped immediately by 1 knock. That is a fantastic play again, but they are getting caught out one after the other. He peeks around from the left-hand side, tries to pop the shot. Loco is in danger right here. He has to be careful. Vanix is trying to keep the rest of these players at bay. Might just pop through the window. Oh, that's a beautiful spray with the honey badger, but the grenade is instant. Kilua finds him. And he might just wrap it through again with another grenade. Drops one again. Vanix pulls up to the scene to revive his teammates. Bullets flying through every single corner. The rotations might just be the things that's keeping the guys from HFN at bay. And oh, that's a beautiful Molotov there. Wave just too OP. Finishing it very, very strongly. Now this is how you play it. 7 eliminations as well. You can see another team playing from that eastern part. You can see the guys from HBND. They are keeping, you know, their wits about them. Bullets already starting to pull right down. He is going to be dropped by Storm. Beautiful play from Storm there. Catches just one body and sends him back into the lobby. But then Storm is going to go down. He did overextend, but he is he should be fine. I think it is the team from the north that did catch a whiff of their position. ARG trying to rotate around the corners there, but I think they might just be fine. They might just hold around. And they are looking very capable here. And 1 million in super danger again. Redox, yet bullet after bullet. Another one drops, another one cocks. ARG still in serious trouble. And HVND looking like they have their work cut out for them, because they do not have to, you know, necessarily stress to get inside of the play zone. But it looks like the guys from 1 million are going to be keeping ARG as bay as well. And the smoke's already coming out. Is ready. Oh, fantastic grenade from El Chapo there, and he does get 110, sends 110 back into the lobby. But the guys from ARG, they might just decide to take this position. And again, it's looking very, very unlikely here. Senke and Chapo are the last two left, but they are starting to keep the guys from ARG at bay. ARG gave golden. Oh, that's a beautiful grenade from Senke. It is going to do the trick. Another grenade, might just hooking from Chapo, and another grenade comes in from ARG. That is going to be the end for them. Chapo and Senke doing the Lord's work together. Now that is what I love to see. Beautiful play coming in from 1 million. 9 eliminations to them, and they are just a 2-man team. They've been doing all of the work. And that is a beautiful way to hold it down. But now 30 seconds out, play zone already on the move. You can see Redox, they're already damaging the vehicles of the guys from 1 million. Trying to keep them from getting inside of the play zone. Pre-fire all the way in there towards the guys from Seoul. I believe this is Seoul. Yeah, this should be Seoul. Yeah, this is Seoul. Now they are aware of the guys from HVND. Bullets are to ring out towards that position. Never Snitch is going to be the one to send the bullets this time. HVND having a terrible time getting inside of the play zone, but they are going to find a way to make it in. And they have found somewhere to play from, but the play zone still hot on their heel, chasing them, you know, one after the other inside. Storm has to be careful. He has to be ready. I am impressed, you know, with the way they've been handling these positions one after the other. The smoke trail, you have to love the plays. Fantastic plays. They found a way to crash into this corner without having to be destroyed, and that is the beauty of Storm and this team. Fantastic positional awareness. Now they found themselves a way into the play zone using the smoke trail. You have to love it. 1 million doing the same as well with a beautiful smoke trail just right outside of the play zone, but Storm has them in his sight. Bullets already sent towards El Chapo. Might just drop him down to his knees immediately. Ooh, HVND super confident, and Redox is the one that gets the shot towards El Chapo, and he is going to do the trick there. Might just send him down immediately, and that is going to be the end of 1 million. 10 eliminations to the guys from HVND, and it looks like they might just be running away with this one. They're pushing up to Seoul, trying to claim that building. You can see guys one, they're just holding the right hand side, but the grenade is already starting to ring out from Redox. Might just send him back. Beautiful position. Oh my days, that is fantastic. Redox still playing behind, trying to keep, you know, the rest of the guys from Seoul at bay. They are not trying to take these engagements just right out the gates, but Storm is going to be tagged down voluptuously all the way down to about 25 HP, but he does have the rest of his teammates to work with, And now they might just decide this is the time for them to take the engagements. Grenades already decided to pop outside. Storm pulls up inside the building there. He tries to find the first one. He is going to try again the second one. Oh, that's a beautiful spray there, but he's going to do the trick. Immediately, the return fire is there. And the guys from HVND taking them one after a time. Beautiful spray from Redox there. Bison in hand doing the tricks. You do have to love the ability of HVND to do the trick, and they are going to send Soul back into the lobby in 8th place. 13 eliminations to them, and they've not lost a single player. Storm is down, but the revive is for sure going to come through, and I love the positional advantage that the guys from HVND are holding, and they are going to be holding this one just for a tad bit longer. Redox, HVND, there is no more use of utilities, and but there's more vehicles to be moved around here. They're still going to find a way to get inside of the play zone. It is so skeptical to use vehicles at this point, but now they do know how to play this game. They do know how to play the positions, and they are going to find a way to get inside. Vandal Boy is spotted. Myth also doing the damage all the way around this area. Again, perfect use of the smokes. You can see Weiss in the tower right there, just trying to keep the rest of these teams at bay. He's just behind. Might just do the trick here. He's prone, so he might not be spotted. They might not have an idea that he's here. He might just pull out a surprise against the guys from HVND, but the grenades already started to ring out. They think he's inside the tower. They think he's there, and he's smart enough not to be there. Smoke's already coming out, but now they know that he's here. And if I were him, I would dial all the way back, but then the back end is not free. He's unsafe. Might just hold on to 1v4 here against the guys from HVND. Hops into the vehicle there, and he is going to drive all the way back and get out of dodge, fortunately for him. But then there's some ops behind there. I think he is going to be spotted. And beautiful. Wow, that was actually very, very impressive. That was impressive driving, you know, but the ops are right behind you, my guy. There's nothing you can do. The ops are right behind you. And now the guys from HVND have the top-down advantage of having an upper position to play from. Now they spotted the guys from Rad. Koa sending the shots one after the other towards the guys from Rad, and catches another one from Wave. Bullet after bullets. Rad all the way 3 down. And yes, again, they have just one player up, I believe. Ghazi is knocked down, and he might just be sent back into the lobby there by HVND. Plaza has found a couple of bullets towards his direction. He is going for the revive. Kofo just holding on. Might just do the trick there. Yes, yes, they are 2-man up now. Also a beautiful grenade to come right through again. But HVND are just too strong, man. HVND tearing the lobby limb from limb. They're taking every single body that they can catch. URL finally the team to step up to the scene, but Koa is the first to go down. Is he going to be spotted immediately? A couple of shots sent back again towards call 911. Are they going to call 911? I don't know if 911 is going to pick this one, because HVND are dealing damage left, right, and center. Storm decides to pull up to the scene, but the bullets are immediate to a Storm. They might just drop him down. Redox goes down immediately. Call 911 again, dialing these numbers. It looks like the guys from HVND are going to answer. Slay on the left hand side trying to catch Storm. Storm has to be careful. Charges the grenade. He's aware of that position, and the grenade might just do the trick right there. Ooh, Slayer again spotted there. That's a beautiful grenade from Storm, and he might just get blown up, but Storm doesn't pull up. He keeps holding the grenade, and Rad pulls up to the scene, steals the elimination, drops another one. That's a beautiful play. Storm still keeping his teammates in check. Plaza is still behind somewhere, dealing damage. He's covering the right hand side. The smoke's already coming out, and Storm does get the revive on Redox. 14 eliminations to the guys from HVND, and it looks like this might just be the game for them. They do have a 3-man team, but Rad as well is trying to keep them at bay. Kofo and again. It's a 2 versus 3 versus 1, I think. And it looks like... Hold on now. Chelsea, come on now. Oh, wait a minute. HVNT is a 4-man team. I thought they were a 3-man team. I thought they were a 3-man team. Oh, now they're looking very careful in this one. Koa now peeking around to the right hand side, but Koa is going to be spotted by Kofo. He's going to be dropped immediately as well. And now Kofo, the return fire is almost instantaneous. We can look at the last player there, I believe from NR. He is peeking out inside of this position. Might just catch one of them, one after the other. Koa is going to go down, but Storm sends a suppressive fire immediately. Now finally Redox does spot the last player for the guys from MS. He sees him right there behind that corner there, and that is going to be the end for Rad. It's a 4 versus 1. The guys from HBND doing the Lord's work. Left hand Right hand. Bullets after bullets. The last player up. It is a clear violation. But he has to be careful now. He tries to get the first, but no. The bullets from Plaza are just much more superior. HVND absolutely dominating the lobby. 16 eliminations, if I'm not mistaken. That is 16 eliminations. 6 to Plaza, 5 to Redox, 2 to Koa, and 3 to Storm. Now this is a team we have to be wary of now. Chelsea, come on now. But I think this is VST in second place, and Brad in third, URL in fourth, Wave in fifth. Wavy Sports in fifth there. They did manage to squeeze out, I think that's 7 eliminations. Not too bad, not too shabby. Rad did have 10 in total. Eliminations did go around. Eurus, Weiss being the last one up for them. He did manage to squeeze out 4 eliminations for the entire team NR. I don't know if this is next Ruya or Team Myth, but 5 eliminations to them in 7th place, Soul in 8th. 9th place, 1 million. They did have a fantastic performance. 9 eliminations to them. They did get caught out on, rotating through the guys from HVND. Just a little bit too late. They get caught out. But CG is here in 10th place. ARG squeezing out in 11th. Spy in 12th. And yeah. I-47 in 13. SM in 14. And SLR in 15 with out in 16. I don't know what out this team is though. And VST, oh, this is VST in 17th place. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what team, number 2 is. A whole lot of vibes in it. So guys, we're gonna hop back to a little break and then we'll come back to the next game.
Hello, I'm Xavier Kelvy, the CEO of Star Esport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Kelvy, the CEO of Star Esport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Kelvy, the CEO of Star Esport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Starry Sport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Starry Sport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Starry Sport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Starry Sport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa. Hello, I'm Xavier Calvi, the CEO of Starry Sport, the first Franco-Nigerian esport company in Africa. I decided to move to Nigeria because the country is unbelievable, first of all, but of course Africa too is an adventure incredible that you need to live. So that's why I start by this country. As champions of Overwatch, I've got 2 European titles. I decided to just share my experience and my skill just to provide to gamers and audiences the best way to develop the sport, the esports and the ecosystem in Africa.
Ooh. Whew. Mm. Mm. Uh, hey guys, good evening, everyone. So yeah, um, Pmpl Africa Star Event. I think you just saw the guys from HVND do some magic tricks. So Storm, Koa, Plaza, and Redox, the new intern, the new signing, and they did some insane numbers. I think we are going to be heading into the next stream in a bit. And you are going to see a couple of bodies. Hold on. So yeah, I'm hopping into the room. So we're going to be in there very shortly. We get ready. All right, yeah. So everyone is in the room right now. Gonna start in a couple of minutes. So yeah, PMPL Africa is cooking something interesting very soon. Every single team is going to be, participating. The African teams. You saw the guys from HVND, VST. We saw 1 million there as well. I'm still getting used to, the rest of the teams there, but I am impressed. I am super impressed, with HVND. I don't know why that sounds so good to say, man. HVND, man. What you say, man? HVND, man. HVND sell, put out merchandise. I will buy HVND merchandise. 100%. I will. I swear to you, I will buy HVND merchandise. I'm already an HVND fan, So, or is that a HVND fan though? Like, how do we pronounce that? What do we say? What does that? What is the vibe on that though? I'm curious as to how that works. I want to be sure that everything is going to be, going to be solid. Oh my days. Yeah, that was my sister, guys. Yeah. Nobody should talk about what you just saw now. I don't want to have any conversation about that. Yeah, she just decided to stroll right through. So, yeah. So basically, HVND, PMPL Africa, VSD, 1 million, all of these teams are looking forward to, boost their standings, trying to get ready, practice. PMPL season is right around the corner. I think I saw the calendar somewhere. I think I can go fetch it. I think I can go fetch the calendar. Hold on, guys. I think I can go fetch the calendar. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Africa. No. Let me see. Do I have? Nope. That's not what I was expecting to see though. I'm seeing something else here, but I'm looking for it right now, but I think I saw the structure, yeah. I'm picking right through. I would pull it up for you guys just to get an idea, just to give you guys an idea on, when it is. Okay. Trying to get the exact time. I know it's next month, but I don't actually know the exact dates. I'm trying to pull these numbers up. Okay, I think I've got it. Now. I think I have got it. Here. Yes. So I'm actually loading up the image right now. I'm trying to pull it up here. Yes, yeah, that is it. The calendar for the events. So I'm trying to, yeah. Alright, so I'm trying to, hold this on for a bit. What? No. That's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright, so I'm trying to figure this out. Aha! Found it. Yes. Yeah. Whoa, hold on now. Come on now. You can do better. Okay, so this is not the size I was expecting this to be, but yep, that is the calendar. Hold on, I'm trying to fix the resolutions. Yes, so this is the calendar for PUBG Mobile Esports, you know, this year, you know. So this is the PMPL. This is what it's looking like. We've got Africa all the way out here in March. So yeah, I've got the next one somewhere in August. That is the full season. So all of these players and all of these teams, you know, looking like that is what's going to be. But let's not forget about spring. Spring is going to be MEA, you know, Middle East Africa. That is also a part of the PMPL championship. So we are looking forward to June. That is going to be June, but for now, March is going to give us PMPL Africa, probably by the end of March, I believe. So yeah, you know, just to give you guys a little bit of a perusal of what we're looking at. You know, I'm curious, you know, I'm interested. So yeah, you know, that is the calendar for PMPL this year. And everyone is just, you know, excited as to how they're going to navigate it, you know. But I am interested in seeing, you know, how this is going to pan out for all these teams that are set up this way, you know. But we're going to head into the lobby right quick. Heading right quick and get ready, get strapped, you know. Yes, you hear the planes already revving their engines. Yeah, we're here. Game time. You know, when it is. Okay. Trying to get the exact time. I know it's next month, you know, but I don't actually know the exact dates. I'm trying to pull these numbers up. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I've got it now. I think I have got it. I think I have got it here. Yes. Marshall, that's cool. One of the guys from CG there, AKM, swinging from the left. Might just catch a body. 1 million is that team though. You do not want to get on their wrong side. You do not want to get on their bad side. But 10K is the one that's going to get there with the S12K. You already know what time it is. I mean, shotguns are the best guns for this particular scenarios. You know, there's 17 teams in this lobby though. There's 65 players in the cut. We already got one elimination coming in from 1 million. 1 million is very, very strong, very, very capable team. They might just do the trick for you, you know. Okay, what just happened? Alright, so unfortunately, I did get it. Unfortunately, my internet is a little bit geeky though. Ooh. Okay, so I need to do something about my internet for sure. I have to do something about my internet. No way this works. No way this works out. Might just do the trick. But El Chapo is going to be revamped, that's for sure. You can see SNK is trying to find a little piece of home there. Break from my finger there. Try it again from right hand side. Okay, what is going on with my internet, guys? What is going on? Oh, Lazy Boy pulls up somewhere around. I mean, I'm loving the split from 1 million. They're doing a fantastic job there. Yusuf, the last one up for CG. They're already way off his position. They peek inside the window there, send a couple of shots inside. And it looks like Marshall and Senke are going to, you know, clean up whatever is left of this player. Senke holding out position behind the wall there. Okay, yep, I need to fix my internet very soon. I mean, what is going on? Why is it going so high? Senke is going to be the one to wrap things up for the guys from 1 million against CG. Okay, guys, so hold on. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix my internet very shortly. No way I'm surviving like this. Absolutely not. Just give me a couple of seconds. And we're back. I think yeah, I think we're good now. Internet's been fixed, it's been sorted, and unfortunately during the break we did lose Senke and Lazy Boy there to the guys from SM. They did pull up to the scene and they did perform a little bit of exorcism on the guys from 1 million. Unfortunately, Sanok does breed violence. And another spray coming in from Beno Stick. That's a beautiful spray though. Does catch El Chapo and his teammate Elias is going to put the nail in the coffin there for El Chapo, and that is going to be the last one. You know, unfortunately for 1 million, you know, they did have a very nice game in the first game, but this one was just, you know, a little bit over them getting caught out one after the other. I think it's called basically stalking. They get stalked out. HBND, the winners from the last game. Very comfortable team so far. They're doing a fantastic job just holding out these positions. From HBND here, so I think they might just, you know, decide to take this engagement, this third party, and get themselves some eliminations. We already have one, So it looks like they might just be going in for more. Looks like they might just be going in for a little bit more. They might just be deciding to take a little bit more, you know. Ooh, Gaddafi. He pulls up there. One elimination to the next. The Wave Esports looking very, very strong against the guys from SLR. You can see Devil just peek inside with the UMP, but he is going to fall back to get that revive on his fallen teammate Tomas. Tomas is still down. The revive is going to come through DBS. I mean, it's two. That's interesting, you know, two close quarter weapons in together. Ooh. Tries the first kick, doesn't do the job. I just had to hop into the, yeah, that's smart, might just do the trick. But is he going to be spotted though? Ooh. Oh! He did make it. Oh, that's a nice play coming in from SLR there. Tomas is trying to stay at, you know, is trying to stay at bay there. And Naga does get the confirmation there. 3 eliminations off for the guys from SLR. Let them not forget. Wait a minute. Wait, no way. Did they eliminate the entire team? Oh my days. They took out the guys from Wave Esports actually. And that is the end for Wave Esports. They did get eliminated out of this position. And now the guys from SLR, they do not know that HVND is lurking in the shadows. The moment they decide to help out of this position, something treacherous is going to happen. But Storm somehow is going to drop to the play zone. I'm not sure what happened there. Storm, what happened to Storm? Yeah, what? Oh, I think it must have been an internet thing. Unfortunately, that is going to be the end for Storm there. Phase 2 circle though, dealing heavy damage as you breathe through, you know. Ooh, cool. I guess the next one, Devil and Tomas. The last two are for SLR, and now Redox is trying to make that advance very, very slowly, very, very surely. But the guys from SLR, they now know that they're being ambushed, and now they have to be careful. Plaza making the run all the way back. He spotted Devil there from that position, and he might just catch him the moment he decides to make the rotation just across the board there. Redox patiently waiting, not too trigger happy, just biding his time. He doesn't want to miss the shot. He might just catch the two of them though on the rotation, you know, from the western side. Might just do the trick. All he has to do is tank a little bit of more blue zone damage and he should be fine. Trying to keep them at bay though. But the entire navigation of that area is quite tricky. You know, it's a very tricky situation. Okay, so HVND, that doesn't look like they're going to be doing much of anything though. And that's an unfortunate scenario though. They did squeeze out one elimination from this engagement. It looks like that is going to be the trick for it. SM inside of Paradise Resort. They did lose one man, but they scored themselves 3 eliminations to boot, so they are going to be fine, just fine for the time being. Something is brewing in this southeastern area of the circle there. URL, one of the stronger teams that did finish in the last game. It looks like they might just be doing another one. Like it's going to be doing another one. Yeah, that's better. URL playing a numbers game though, trying to keep as many players up as possible. There's 37 players in the lot, and there's 13 teams in the lobby. So you guys are talking about my list and how often I tend to clean them out. Yes, and to lick them. It is the weather. It is very, very, very dry, and you know, gotta stay super sexy, super fresh. You see bullets ringing out from ARG there. I think they spotted a couple of ops. I think they spotted the guys from Rad. The return fire, absolutely frigid shooting there. And Spy is also there. Might just decide to pull up from you know, the left hand side of the guys from Rad. They need to be careful. Kofo is the one laying the shots, but the more he lays the shot, the more the violence might just ensue from the guys from Spy. You can see them on the right. They're hanging around as well, trying to gather intel on Kofo there. As Kofo tries to navigate away from that position, might just be spotted there by Ruben. He tries to spray, but doesn't work. Fortunately for Kofo, he's going to make it out of there alive. But then this is zone 3. You do not want to be out of the zone. You do not want to get pulled out, but they have been spotted again. Trying to navigate through the play zone. Might just head back inside just to find a way to get inside of the play area, you know. It might just take a little bit longer, but it is going to do the trick. ARG still has the guy. They still have these guys from Rad in there. A couple of shots being sent his way. The play zone might just claim him if he doesn't head out of there. Unfortunately, he is going to do the trick. Golden Boy finally succumbing to a little bit of play zone injuries. Out. One player. I believe that is Mido. If I go and call him Mid, I believe that is Mido, the last player for out. Might just survive here a little bit longer. It is a one-man shack. Anyone that walks through that door is going to get blasted away. Anyone who walks through that door is getting blasted away. That is 100% certain. Blasted back into the lobby. Probably blasted out of the Pmpl too, because it's going to be have so much heavy impact. Marshall, the last one up for the guys from SM, Benno Stick. Of that position. Benostic also aware, and Marshall doesn't have play zone. He needs to find some way to get inside, tries to get in front of the guys from SM. He has to be very, very careful and adept in how he decides to navigate this play zone. HV and D lurking as well. They are in the area, deciding to make their rotations. But ARG finally catching a body. They are sending some bullets to outside of the play zone towards the guys from Spy. And this story again, Eagle finally one of them. Spy losing yet another player. Naive does send a couple of shots back towards Rudel there. I think is GNA that does the shooting, but HVND pulls up to the scene as well, trying to catch off one of the guys from Seoul. And you can see that they are playing the high ground. How did he get up here? Wait a minute. What? How did they get up here? Plaza. Naam, indeed. Plaza with 3 eliminations. Trying to keep Yusuf back there as well. But ARG is still putting the work in. Oh, that's a beautiful spray. Immediately he felt the action. But the return fire is doing the trick as well. Trying to keep the rest of these guys at bay. Marshall is going to pull up there and eliminate the guy's last player for SM. And he catches yet another one. He's now being set ablaze. He uses the DBS to do the trick, but he's going to be spotted by the guys from HV and D. I believe that is Koa to put the end to 1 million. That's an unfortunate scenario there. Black Lost is going to be jumping around. He has to be careful. The vantage point from HV and D is insane. They might just spot him the moment if he keeps jumping around. Unfortunately for him, the weakness revive is going to come through, but the play zone is hot at their heels. You do not want to be outside in zone 5. You gotta love the positional advantage coming from HV and D. I mean, 6 eliminations to them. I believe that they are currently, you know, the highest number of eliminations so far. But I think they're tallied with another team. URL finally catching the glimpse of guys from URL rather. Quality has knocked down. Whoa! I said it. Anyone that walks close to that door is going to be blasted away. Nido blasting them one after the other, right through the door there. But he's going to be spotted by Rad, sends him back into the lobby in 9th place. Black lost. Last one up for the guy from Team SM. And he is navigating inside of the play zone somehow. He's made it in. All he has to do is maintain the position and keep the rest of these teams off his back. That's a beautiful position. URL in his sights. He might just decide to take the engagement to his left hand side. He sees the guys from Rad. They're trying to make a rotation. Inside the play zone, peeking them one after the other. ARG still dealing damage towards the ARG. That is equal. One bullet at a time. I-47 in the spot by the guys from URL. HVND have decided to pull up to the scene as well. They have 7 eliminations to boot. Plaza doing the work. 5 eliminations to him. And it looks like he might just squeeze out the last player from URL. URL are 2 players down and 2 players up, and the iron is split, so it's not looking like there's anything that's going to happen here. Black Lost is trying to make it advance, you know, towards the guys from HVND. Smoke's already prepping to come outside. Slade, the next one to go down. I-47 doing the Lord's work. Koa catches a shot towards the guys from Rad, and you do have to love the play. Charging the grenade there. And he might just be spotted by Black Lost. He has to be careful. His left hand side is not free. Koa, you need to be careful, man. Ooh, Readoff is going to go down. He has been spotted. And it's unfortunate here, but Koa's back is not free. It's not safe. But they do make the right call. They do hop out, and that is the unfortunate scenario there. But they do make it inside of the play zone. Plaza doing the fantastic job, and it looks like the guys from HVND, they might just spot it out again. Blackwell's finally spotted and sent back into the lobby. Now Rad pulling up from the law again. He's trying to pull right through. Hazen is trying to play behind that position there. Has sent a couple of shots towards the guys from I-47. Bawar sends him back into the lobby with the quickness. I-47 looking like they're trying to hang out, and they see Ghazi jumping up and down trying to get the intel on the guys from HVND. So 3 teams left. There's 6 bodies in the lobby. They've paid eliminations to the guys from Brad and looking very careful. Oh my days, what just happened? What just happened? Ooh. Oh, it's an unfortunate scenario, guys.